My name is Belay. I'm a child of God, and I'm a husband, a father, and a friend. And I work for an organization called Hope for the Fatherless in Ethiopia. I was born in Addis, the capital of Ethiopia. I have 5 brothers. My family was very poor, but they were loving parents. When I was 8 years old, my mother was murdered by our neighbors when she was trying to break a fight. And after a few days, my father, he brought her murder case to the court, and the case was closed because of corruption. I remember taking care of my younger brothers. For 2 respective years, I was not able to go to school. There was many days I was on the street begging for food and trying to provide for my younger brothers. But at the age of 10, me and my 2 younger brothers, we've been rescued by a Christian orphanage, very small church outside of Addis. They gave us food, shelter, medical care, and education. It was then I became to know Christ at the age of 10. Then God changed my misery into a flourishment and ministry. And that church helped me to see my adversity in different lanes. The Bible says in Romans, and we know this, in all things God worked together for good for those who loves him and called according to his purposes. So I believe that God called me for a time like this. So the life that I walked in the orphanage, being an orphan and having less in life, God prepared me to rescue more children like he rescued me. Currently, I am the founder and the director of Hope for the Fatherless. We care for orphan and vulnerable children and broken families in Ethiopia. We have residential care, we have rehabilitation center for children from the street, and we placed more children into a loving family within Ethiopia, and also we empower families. When I think about what God is doing through the ministry of Hope for the Fatherless and my involvement in Ethiopia, I look back to my childhood. And this small church outside of Addis, if they didn't take me, they will miss the opportunity to participate in what God is writing in my life. Imagine, this is a small church. They gave me all the necessary things for life, but above all things, I become to know Christ. Today, I have hundreds of children that I care, and I am very blessed and privileged that I'm called Uncle Ben by many children, and that's the fruit of that church. I always thank God for that small church outside of Addis who involved in my life and who participated in the work of the kingdom. God is the same yesterday, today, and forever. He's still writing a story. So all the broken pieces, all the fragments, he collects them and he mend them together to use me for his glory and for the children all over the world. I believe when we think about pure religion, we think of very complicated, sophisticated, and it requires a lot of resources, energy, time, and maybe the fear of it will shift our attention into this. But I believe in our Bible, it says the pure religion, in Amharic, pure worship. Worship requires sacrification, sacrificing ourselves. We need to put ourselves into the altar. I believe when we do this, when we do small things with big hearts, I believe God will change a lot of things in our world. This is pure religion for me.